Hi everyone, welcome back to JN Unique Designs. I'm Joseph, and I'm so happy to be with you today to try something I've wanted to try, but I have not ever had the time or the courage to. We're going to make some fun, different types of cards here using dies that we already have in our stash. Today I'll be using a lot of Elizabeth Craft Designs dies, obviously just because I am on the floral team. I'm on the design floral team, and I just want to share that with you. I don't know what just happened there. You know, I was telling you in my previous videos, I think somebody's been watching me or somebody's playing with my technology or something like that because things have been working and adding kind of funky. And I'm okay with that. It's going to be fun. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around, and let me turn the camera facing down here and I'll show you what we've got started. First off, if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel, JN Unique Designs, and we can do a lot of fun. So what I've already pre-done is I have 3 blank cards that I tend to like to call my small, my medium, and my large cards. So that's my small, which is an A2 size. I have a larger slimline, which I like to call my medium. And I have a 5x7 card, which I like to call my large cards. I've cut 2 of each panels, insert outside and inside. And I'm going to set those aside so you can see the 5x7. I'm going to see the 4.5 by 5.5, which is the A2, and then my slims line 3.5 by 7.5 there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play along with you today. I'm going to create something with these cards using some dies. So as you can see here, pardon me, I went ahead and I just pulled some Elizabeth Craft Design floral dies. These are some of the floral dies that I've already started to use on some of my projects here. So I have them sitting out, and I was too lazy to grab some new ones. So I believe these are from, let's see, these are from Florals 10. This is from Florals 8. This is from Florals 2, etc. They're just some branches and berries here. This is from the poinsettia, the Florals 12, I believe. So I'm just pulling out a bunch of different things, and I'm gonna start. So let's start off with my smallest card. I'm gonna take a blank panel, and I'm gonna leave the card here. I'm gonna take a blank panel, and I'm gonna look and see what we want to do with this. I'm thinking, you know, I like the idea of leaves. You know, this is a very simple card. That's what I wanted to aim towards. I wanted, so I'm gonna put something like this maybe. Maybe I'll do something like this, and then maybe a sentiment here. So what I'm actually doing with this project is I'm actually going to cut it. I'm going to cut the die into one of my panels. So let me get my die cut here in line. I'm using these magic mats, which are phenomenal, and they do save a lot on the cutting pads. So I am a big fan. As long as you put everything in right order. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll put this like this, actually, right in the center there. And I'll place this down. And I'm going to run it through my die cut machine. So I'm just using a Sizzix switch today, which is right off the side of my table here. As you can hear the Sizzix switch just running through. Once it runs through, I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to pull this whole entire panel off of my mat here. Set this off to the side, and I'm going to save that flower. I'm going to save that leaf. I'm not going to lose that leaf, because what I'm going to try is I'm going to try something that like I said, in this video, I'm going to use the negatives and the positives to create a card. So remember, saving that leaf, saving that piece there. I'm going to lay this on top of my card. And I'm going to take, just kind of eye it, you know, eye this piece here just so that I can see where it's at and how much of it. And then I'm going to take some VersaFine Clair here. I've got some Rainforest, and I've got some Golden Meadow, For that I'll be using golden metal and some rainforest that I'll be using. I'm going to take a little bit of the golden metal first, and I'm just going to go in just like that. I'm coloring the bottom piece here. You know, as you can see, I'm not doing anything that is professionally done. I don't even know what I'm coloring until I put this green in there. I'm just going to mix some green in there just to get some dimension and some shades here. Get some yellow in there. You know, and then brush that out. And then that looks pretty cool. See? And then I'll place that right on top. Just like that. Look, I have a card. But that's not it. I'm going to place the shadow on top of it. So the positive and the negative. So I'm going to take my tape runner, which is just an ATC tape runner that I have beside of my desk here. And I'm going to place some glue in around, just like that. Place some glue in there. I might have to use a little bit of wet glue, just because of those small little pieces in the area. So, as you see, I'm just clearing off that edge there, and I have some extra glue just sticking over there. I know for a fact that this edge here is not good. Just some of these little tips here. I want to cover those up. Make sure it sticks well. And then I'll place this on here. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sentiment. Actually, I'm going to take this leaf from the positive here. Put some glue on there. Not shaping it or anything. I'm just going to maybe place it like this onto the card. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take a sentiment. Let's see, which sentiment do I have from Elizabeth Craft Designs that will be good here? I think I'm going to use this. This is from CS291, Let's Stick Together. I'm going to use this one here, In My Heart. Take my little cubey thingy, my block. And remember what I do when it's a brand new stamp is I always take my hands and I brush it just like such, and just to get all the stickiness off of it. And I've never, ever had an issue with anything after that. So since this stamp it looks like it has two pieces there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do two colors. So in the original, which is that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Just like that. And then I will take the golden metal, because that was rainforest, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to touch it up. And then I'm going to stamp it all together right in the bottom here. In My Heart. But what I forgot to do is I forgot to put a pad down. I normally put a little stamping pad down below so that it has more of a transfer. So I'm going to lift this up very carefully, and I'm going to place this down here. just like that. Can you see that okay? Yep. There we go. That's just a simple card that we made together today. Look how easy that is. How easy that is. And look how cool that looks. Looks very simple, and you can do this with any die cuts that you may have. I can ignore that. I'll clean it off later because my pad here had some ink on it. And all I'm going to do is a sand eraser, and I'm going to sand it off. That's all I'm doing. So you don't have to worry about that. There you go. I'll just clean that off. And so like I was telling you, look how easy that is. And now you have some simple cards to send off very quickly. I'm going to take my next set of cards here. Let's do this one. Let's do my medium card, as I had labeled it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this down on my cutting mat. And we're going to do some layouts. Let's do a floral. I want to put a floral in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this here, right in the middle. I'm going to take maybe what I want to do is I want to create some leaves falling off the tree. Maybe. And then maybe like that. Like that. Just like that. That would look cool. And I'm going to place this right into my die cut machine. I'm playing with some new stuff already, but I can't show you those stuff yet because Elizabeth Craft Designs has some beautiful releases coming out here shortly. So just wanted to give you that heads up. And so what I'm going to do is I'm peeling all of these out of here. I'm saving, remember, saving the positives so that I can add to it. And the hardest part is, of course, for me, taking the die cuts out. So I just use Elizabeth Craft Designs tweezer here, and I can do what I need to do. So, just like that, save some pieces. And then I'm going to take my die cut. I'm going to take my card base. And I'm going to make sure that my card base is flat. And this is Glamorous. So I'm going to take some Glamorous here. That's Charming Pink. Glamorous. Take some Glamorous. And let's see where this is at. I'm thinking it's going to be right about here. So I'm going to put this. I'm going to do this around the edge because I only want the pink around the edge of the flower, and I want yellow in the middle. And you don't want to get too close to the edge because what happens is when you get too close to the edge, you will have to cover it with something. And I'd rather not have to cover it with anything. So let's see how that one looks. I'm going to bring back that golden metal, which I have here. Put some yellow down the middle, just like that. And then I'll take this and I'll place it right over the top just to gauge some colors here. Look at that. Gauge that. And then next thing I'm going to do is take some more of that golden metal and I'm just going to color some leaves in. Remember how I did the leaves earlier? I just want a variety of colors. Just like that. And then I'll take a different type of green today that I have not used yet. Uh, let's do, what type of green is this? That's this green here. This is Green Oasis. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to color in a little bit in a different angle, different areas. Not all of it. Just like that. And then I'll place this over the top. See, it doesn't look like much down below, but once you place this over the top, look at the type, look at the flowers, and look at the card design that you get. Look how cool that looks. And you can use this with any dies, as I mentioned to you. Any dies you want. You don't have to use one over the other. You can use anything you have in your stash. So I'm just putting liquid glue this time. It's a lot easier, I think. I like my liquid glue. This is like Lineco Neutral pH. Does not yellow the paper or anything. I just like it better. And then I'll take this, evenly place it right on the card. Like that. And just be very careful when you're pushing that down. There you go. And then I'm going to take another one of these stamps from the same set here. How about You're a Keeper? No. Friends like you are hard to find. You make me smile. I like that one. You make me smile. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place that down again. You make me smile. And I'm going to use, let's see, what color, and I'm just cleaning the stamp because it's a new stamp. In case you're wondering what that sound was, I'm going to use green. Place this right here. You make me smile. Just like that. There you go. Simple cards. Very easy to do. Makes your life so much easier. And then I'm going to take the white pieces. And remember, I told you that I don't throw these away because I feel like they can add a little bit of dimension to your projects. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Pop that in there. See where this one is. That one's there. This. I think this is the one here. I think this one is here. And then this one is here, last but not least. That's there. Look at that. So there's my card. It's messy, but it's very clean at the same time. And that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted this to look a little bit more like it's popping out of the card. It's a different technique, and so I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around. I'm not going to do the third card now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save the third card, and I'm going to work on the third card here. And actually, what time is it? And I'm going to show you that some of the florals that are coming out are phenomenal. I will tell you that much, but I'm not going to show you that. I'm going to create another card here, and I will put it onto my Facebook page. If you haven't liked or commented or shared already, look how easy and cool these cards are. You know what? Let's just do that. I have time. And what you're hearing is you're hearing emails coming in. I'm sorry, I forgot to put my email on Do Not Disturb. So I'm just going to use this one branch here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut just that one branch. Just like that. So I'm going to do that. And run it through my die cut machine. And so, let's see what kind of let's see what I can do with this. If you have gems and stuff, you're more than welcome to add gems to these cards, just to dazz it up a little bit. I do have some gems, and I may just pull that out later and add some gems to it. I don't want this to be ruined, so I'm very careful in pulling it off. There. And then I'm going to take my card base. I'm going to go ahead and use two different types of blue here. Let's see, I have this blue, and I have a dark blue here. Let's use these two. I'm going to use Twilight and Paradise. So, with the Twilight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the center, I'm going to make the edges. So let me put this on here just so I can see approximately where I'm working. Get some pink, some blue there. And all I'm doing is I'm just going to kind of try to outline the shape of the floral. Just like that. Just kind of outline it. Okay. And then I'll take Paradise. Which one is Paradise? This is Paradise. And I'm just going to go right in the middle here to color the rest of it up. And I'm going to blend it in. Just blend it in like this. Then it'll be good. Let's see what this looks like if I place this down on this. That looks really good. I'm going to go ahead and take my glue, and I'm going to put just a lot of glue. I'm more focused about these edges here within the branch that I want. So this is what I want. I'm not worried about all the other parts, but might as well just shellac it, place some glue down. So remember, you can use any thing in your stash. Doesn't have to be one or another. I like Elizabeth Craft Designs dies a lot, so that's why I'm using Elizabeth Craft Designs dies for my projects, a lot of my projects. But you can feel free to use whatever you like in your stash. We have that much now. And then what I'll do is I'll take some glue and I'll place it right down on the edge here, right down the center of the stem. Add some glue along the edges here. Like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this right along the same lines, but just hang off right the edge here. Just like that. Let's see how cool that looks. And then I'll take a stamp along again with the same line. Let's see. Let's do You're a Keeper. Let's do You're a Keeper. And I'm going to use that Paradise again. Just perfect. And I'll place it right in the middle. Stamp. Look at that. So we made 3 short cards, 3 quick cards, but this is what I wanted to show you, is that you can do this with just dies, and it doesn't have to be anything particular, but look at that. Look how cool those cards are. I am a fan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some gems on here and get it all dazzled up here, and I'll take some pictures and I'll show them to you. So let's turn the camera around so that you can see me. Thank you so much for joining in with me today. I greatly appreciate your time. Happy week, everyone, and have a great time. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you again, and if you haven't already, again, please like and subscribe. Comment down below, and just your chance to win some prizes in the future. So thank you so much for your love and your support. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.